All right, we're going to go ahead and do prime factorization to help reduce fractions, lesson 67. All right, so if you have a problem like 125 over 1,000, you can actually do prime factorization for both of these, and that will help you reduce a fraction. Let me show you how. The best way to understand sometimes is by being shown. So I'm going to take 125, I'm going to do prime factorization. So factor tree, let's say 25 times 5 is 125. 5 is a prime number. 25 can be broken down into, you guessed it, 5 times 5. Okay, so now I have 5 times 5 times 5. That's my prime factorization. I'm going to write this as my new numerator. Okay, so it's going to be 5 times 5 times 5. Now I have 1,000 right here. Let's do the prime factorization for that. So 1,000 can be broken down into 110. Okay, 100 times 10 is 1,000. I can break down the 10 into 5 and 2. Those two are prime numbers. I can break down 100 into 25 times 4. These can be broken down into 5 times 5. 4 can be broken down into 2 times 2. And those are all prime numbers. Okay? So we did our factor trees. Now I'm going to take everything that's circled, all the prime numbers, and I'm going to put them right here. 5 times 5 times 5. Got those 3 5s. Now I'm going to do 2 times 2 times 2. Extend your fraction bar a little bit. Now we can use our method of crossing numbers out. Those two cross out, those two cross out, those two cross out. So all I have left is a 1 on top. And what's 2 times 2 times 2? 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8. So this, 125 over 1,000, reduces to 1/8, which is 12.5%. Okay, so that's pretty much the lesson. Let's do a couple problems from your homework. Number 1 says Allison is making a, let me come over here, a large collage of a beach scene. She needs 2 yards of blue ribbon. 2 yards of blue ribbon. She needs a half of a yard of yellow ribbon and 3/4 of a yard of green ribbon for grass. So we're going to add all this together. Now I can't add 1/2 plus 3/4. You got to find a common denominator. So the answer is going to be 4. That's your common denominator. Okay? So 3/4 is going to stay 3/4. I'm going to multiply 1/2 by 2 to get 2/4. 1/2 equals 2/4, and I can add a 2. So this is going to be 2/4 plus 3/4, which is 5/4, and then bring it to right here. Okay? Now we have 2 and 5/4. This costs $2 a yard, so I'm going to multiply this by 2. Okay? Now I can't multiply because there's a whole number here, so I'm going to do backwards C. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 plus 5 is going to be 13. So this is 13/4 times 2. How do you change the 2 to a whole number? Put it over 1. And then you guys know how to multiply this. Cross cancel, be 1 over 2. The answer is going to be 13 over 2. Do top divided by bottom, and that will tell you how much it costs for the whole thing.